Hello, my Room 10 friends. I have missed you all so very much. I hope you are all doing well. I wanted to send a little video to you all and make sure that while we have all this time off and while we're spending a lot of time at home, we have something to do. So it is so important during this time that we have leisure skills. So leisure skills, or maybe a hobby, which is something that we like to do in our free time. So I'm sure you have all been saying, I'm bored, or maybe someone in your house is telling you to find something to do. That's why it is important to have a leisure skill and take some leisure time. So we want to do leisure or a hobby, which is something we like to do in our free time and something that keeps us busy. So here's the number one thing. We want to make sure that we keep this brain working, that we're not sitting on the couch spending too much time watching movies, or that we're not playing too many video games. We want to get out, well, not get out, because we want to make sure we're safe, but we want to get up and we want to make sure that we're moving. So, one of my favorite hobbies that I like to do in my free time, or maybe when I'm bored, is to garden. So, I thought that I would show you guys a little video of how to garden. All right, my friends, I'm going to soak up the sunshine and I'm going to give you a little lesson on gardening. So, here is what we need to do. So we want to make sure that we have all our materials together. So we're going to need a pot. I like to use something like this, but maybe you've seen something more like this at your house, or maybe something along these lines. We're going to need some dirt, which is right here in this bag, a shovel, and I've got my little plant that I'm gonna plant. So, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up our dirt. So if we give it a little poke, it'll put a hole in our bag. Now, we might get a little dirty here, my friends. So if you don't wanna get dirty, you could put some gloves on. All right, my friends, as you can see, I've been making somewhat of a mess. So if we're gardening, we want to make sure that we're doing it outside. We're going to keep adding a little more dirt to our pot. All right, that looks about good. Now I'm going to take my pot, my little plant. Mine happens to be in some plastic, so I am going to unwrap it. Alrighty, so I've got my plant all unwrapped. It's ready to go into the dirt. We kind of want to break it up a little. These are some roots. We want to make sure that they have lots of room to stretch and spread around. So we're going to dig a little hole in our pot. We're going to put our plant in there. We want to cover it up with some dirt. All right, might need to press it down a little, cover it up. So now if you want to try gardening and you're not sure what to do, you can always ask for help. You can ask a family member, brother, sister, grandma, mom, dad. So we've got that planted. So here's the cool thing. So if we forget what to do, we can look on the package and they give us some directions. So we want to make sure we water it so that it grows nice and tall and we have a healthy plant. So my friends, this is my lesson on planting. It's a leisure skill that I like to do. All right, so there are some times where we're not going to know what to do. We're going to have that little question mark coming up in our heads that says, what is it that I want to do for a leisure skill? So maybe you're sick of the same old thing. So what's cool is you can make a jar, or you can find a big cup like this, and I've cut up some strips and I've written some things on them. So this one says that we can play dolls or action figures. I can pull another one out. Maybe we want to listen to some music and dance. Maybe we want to do some school worksheets. So maybe you miss school a lot. If you miss school, you want to do some worksheets, have a parent or a brother or a sister get in touch with Miss Melinda. I'm sure she'll be happy to send you some things. Maybe you want to play a card game, or read a book, or maybe you want to try something new. So it always helps to try something new, because if we don't try it, then we don't know if we like to do it. So it's important that we always try something before we say, I don't like it. All right, my friends, I miss you all so much. I want to make sure that you keep those brains working. I want you to do me a little favor. So I've got a little bit of a homework assignment for you. So here's what I want you to do. So I want you can't really see that too well. I want you, so my friends, remember there is always something to do. So when you're thinking, I'm so bored, or when you don't know what to do, or maybe when someone in the house tells you to find something to do, you can either look in that brain, you can maybe go to your jar and pick something to do, or you can ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help, or ask someone around, what is something I can do? It's so important, my friends, that you stay busy. I miss you all. I can't wait to hear your ideas of what you're doing for leisure time. And I want you to stay safe. And remember that when we get back to school, we are going to have so many things to share with each other. All right, my friends, I'll see you later. All right, that's a little better. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to have a family member, or you, send Miss Melinda a list of leisure activities. Let's share with each other what we've been doing to stay busy. We want to make sure that we share our ideas with each other, because maybe there's a leisure activity that we might not know about.